Welcome to the Newsfeed. There's plenty of cause for excitement when it comes to professional sports teams in Seattle, but two of the biggest recent headlines also come with some uncertainty. The Seahawks, fresh off a Super Bowl title, are up for sale, and the prospect of the Sonics returning is in the hands of the NBA. Former ESPN host Kenny Mayne's Seattle roots run deep. He grew up in Kent, going to Sonics games, and even had a tryout with the Seahawks. I sat down with him at this month's Cascade PBS Ideas Festival to hear his thoughts on what the future might hold. One of the headlines is, who is going to own the Seahawks? You know, they're coming off a Super Bowl win. The roster is stacked, but at this point, you know, the reports are by the end of summer, we could hear about new ownership. What are you thinking how this is going to shake out?
I hope it's a good person. That's what I hope. Not all the billionaires are good people. Some of them are. I hope they keep going where they're going, right? I mean, they got such momentum, and Mr. Allen's sister took care of the team so well. Sell it back to the town. Why don't we just own it like Green Bay does? You know, we could go that way. I hope it goes in this. We got great respect for Coach Mike. Players love them. You know, I went to their practice the other day. The efficiency, the way they move, the energy of that place is so good. And there's no reason they can't come back and have another good. It's really hard to repeat, but they're going to be in the mix again for sure.
We talk about the Hawks, but we can't forget about this team that has left us for about 2 decades now, and we're hoping to get them back, and that's the Sonics.
Yeah.
A lot of conversation around potential ownership, and one group that's kind of leading conversation right here is the Kraken ownership team led by Samantha Holloway. And just this week, Melinda French Gates was announced to be joining as a minority
I approve.
owner.
I approve that scenario.
In that investment
remember
group.
that saying good people? Like, we want good people. So, I mean, the original sin was selling it to people who don't live here because they might not keep the team here. I used to go into Starbucks after it happened. I'd say, give me 2 shots and the tears of Gus Williams. I mean, but you think of our losses too. I'm so old. I watched the Seattle Pilots play at Sick Stadium. They lasted 1 year. Tommy Harper was my favorite player. Led the American League in stolen bases with 73. I know that's a little nerdy, but I have that fact. And they moved to Milwaukee. They're the Brewers. We almost lost the Seahawks, right? Mr. Allen saved the day. Yeah. I think I'm a little cynical at this point. Like, let me know when it happens. Like, because they keep teasing us with it. You know, I think it makes sense. The problem allegedly was we didn't have a good enough gym, right? So we
have
we
climate
did
pledge
okay
now.
with this climate pledge. And I love how it's still on the same footprint, right? So.
One component of this a deal with the NBA is the media deal. How important is a media deal? Because that seems like to be a point of contention.
Yeah, money always comes up in these deals. If they get enough money for the buy-in, they're all going to be happy. I think everybody will celebrate that we now have restored basketball here. Probably Las Vegas might be the other one. And there's enough talent. You know, there's worldwide talent now. You hear guys in the draft, like, never heard of the guy, but he played at, you know, Under Armour Academy or something, whatever. You're like, there's other ways. There's Europeans. I mean, look what Wemby's doing for San Antonio. So there's enough players to fill a league that's wider, and there'll be like some kind of expansion draft. But yeah, you got to buy your way in for sure.
To see more from our interview with Kenny Mayne at the Cascade PBS Ideas Festival, visit cascadepbs.org/thenewsfeed. I'm Paris Jackson. Thanks for watching.